Now, I apologize for not doing a lot of videos. I've been busy with life. You know how that goes. So without further ado, I feel bad for the people in Kerrville, Texas, because of the whole flooding situation. 135 fatalities, including 27 campers and staffers in Camp Majestic. It's an all Christian, Caucasian. I think they're all girls camp. I'm not sure. So yeah, you can just read the articles and read the reports. You'll get your answers. You'll get your stuff there. It's really sad. Now, as far as sports, big ups to Luka Doncic getting a 3-year, $165 million contract extension. And he looks slim. He looks like he's ready to go. And you had the team, in the press conference, including JJ Redick, the head coach. The only two people weren't there was LeBron James and his son Bronny. I believe both of them should be there regardless of the father's legendary status. Should show his son Bronny, hey, this is what professionalism looks like. You should be there. Even Dan Patrick, a former ESPN employee, had an issue with Bronny James not being there more so than LeBron James. He hasn't done anything. I'll go as far as say that he's just happy to be in the NBA. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. So I truly believe that Bronny James have this unrealistic expectation that I don't believe he's going to live up to. He needs to just be himself and play his game. Look at Scottie Pippen's son. That's just and he plays for the Memphis Grizzlies. That's all you need to know. So now, speaking of basketball, the WNBA All-Star Game happened. I heard that the three-point shooting contest and the skills competition were phenomenal, but the game itself, let's just say people like Candace Parker weren't a fan of it. Aaliyah Boston's comments were straight tone deaf. We were feeling the vibes. It live, laugh, and love. Ha 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 ha. I just want to slam my fist into a wall when I heard that. I'm like, are you serious? That All-Star Game itself, which it played on a Saturday night, mind you, her teammate Caitlin Clark didn't play because of injury. That All-Star Game was bad. It was really bad. In fact, it was so bad that I listened to music like Nujabes or Jay Dilla or watch YouTube videos like Man Down Sports or Sports Tees of the world. I'd rather do that versus watching the game. I only watched very little, and I was just like, yeah, let me turn the game off. Let me turn the TV off. I got sick and tired watching the nonsense. Women missing layups consecutively, consistently. There was very little competitive like you saw last year in the All-Star Game in Phoenix, Arizona. And then you come out with the freaking t-shirt with "Pay us what you owe us." Oh my goodness. It's not the t-shirt, it's the message. And it screams out loud of ding, 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 ding. That's right, entitlement. Goodness gracious. Look, WNBA has a history not paying their players enough. I get that. And you see why the players end up going overseas to play in the offseason, and you have like Unrivaled, we're trying to earn a lot of money. Anytime players have to go overseas or play Unrivaled to try to earn as much money as they can, that's a problem for WNBA. But this don't help when you have a t-shirt says, well, the message of it says "Pay us what you owe us." It screams out loud of entitlement. And then you come out with the play, the performance. It's just awful. No wonder why people look at you sideways. And don't even get me started of the if I can say this, a toy incident that started last week. 2 weeks ago, late July. That's where it all started. I'll talk about that later this month, and I don't know how I'm going to go about it because YouTube is really funny about things in terms of censoring things, what to say, what not to say, whatever. I'll figure something out. Now, before I go, I heard that Ninja Gaiden was getting a lot of praise, so much so thegamer.com labeled it as a Game of the Year contender. Ninja Gaiden video game in the same sense with Game of the Year contender? Man, that's music to my ears, boy. I love that. Now, I'm not going to touch on the Battlefield 6 until later not next month, this month, because I got something to say about it with the gatekeeping, the Call of Duty killer label. Oh my goodness. Every time I think about that, all I can think about is this Gaming Still Fun Part 3 video I talked about years ago. It's tiresome. The same way with microphones like the Shure SM7Bs, MV7s, which microphone can quote unquote kill those legendary microphones and all this other stuff. I'm sick of the label. I'm sick of it because of the unrealistic expectations that it brings. And like I said, it needs to stop. And with that, further ado, throwing y'all a salute. I'm out with your thoughts on the video. Talk to you guys later. See you next time. I'm out.